Hi, I'm Wendy and I'm here sitting at my farm in the southern tablelands of New South Wales. I see myself as a champion for change, and making compost for me is about building beautiful rich soils here on our land and improving the land that we are on. And for me that's really important, and it's something I can do every day and actively do that and share that with other people for them to do that too. So we worked in Indonesia, we worked in the Middle East, and it was there in the Middle East that I really found my passion for land and ecosystem restoration projects. And I was fortunate to have an opportunity to study and work in Jordan on the Greening the Desert project. And what I discovered there really was my love of soil and how important it is for us to improve even the worst and the degraded soils. And composting is really the answer. So teaching people how to do it and teaching communities how to benefit from composting has been enormously gratifying. These bins are repurposed or upcycled used plastic pallets. You can also use wood, the heat treated ones, and a bit of clip lock roofing. It's really easy. You can slide them, layer them. When you want to get into them, you can take them out. My father always like a mantra said, waste not, want not, and it was sort of like a bit of a nag thing. However, I live my life the same way. I get this from my local cafe, and she carefully puts it out on her veranda. I just drive by and pick it up. This is ground coffee grinds. Oh, beautiful source of nitrogen. Even though in composting we talk about browns, greens, this is definitely a brown, however it's nitrogen. So you can use it, there's a layer here of carbon, big layer, and here's a big layer of nitrogen. Okay, so we've got our Bokashi station set up. This is ready, so that ready means that it's been full and closed for 2 weeks, and all that beautiful activity, the pickling of the waste has happened enough, and now we can use this Bokashi either in the compost or directly in the garden. Really, you don't have to turn these. These can sit and stay. They call it in situ or in situation, and it can stay here. You just keep topping it up. You know, keeping your balance of carbon and nitrogen. And I just do this because I really want to see worm activity and what's going on. So this is a worm farm called the Subpod, and it's an Australian design made from recycled materials, and I'm just starting it for the first time. Just shredded paper that's a bit damp. No food at this stage because you need them to settle in. They've still got food in here. Okay, oh, little wrigglers. So I think there's 3 or 4 species of worms in there. And G, you put the blanket on because it's a bit cold here to keep them warm. I love everything to do with composting and the waste not, want not lifestyle that I've benefited from growing up with my father, who I believe was a champion of change, when he taught me really everything around us and everything that we have or consume, we can use again, we can save, we can recycle, we can upcycle. And for me, composting is really one of those fantastic things. You know, a lot of this might look like a lot of hard work, but it's really not hard, and it's really the starting. So find something that you're interested in and start there, and it grows from there. It becomes a lifestyle, and for us it's exactly as we want it, and we live and breathe it every day. It's a pleasure.